And as we continue to talk about some of the focuses, of the main focus of where Google is trying to go in I/O, privacy is pretty much a big thing for them. It has to be. They was at the forefront of scrutiny with privacy. It's the same company where they was in front of Congress talking about some of their information and what are they doing with personal privacy and the data. And people want to know, what are you doing with my data? Because we continue to hear about companies out there taking our data and selling it to some sleazy third-party company. And we feel like we have lost control of our information to a point where a lot of people, they just don't want it anymore. So what Google is doing here is trying to make it more transparent. What is being collected? And putting it in your hands to be able to decide what you want to have collected, what you don't want to have collected. What apps you want to have access to your location, and what shouldn't. Even better, it's more easy to find this. For those of us who are very familiar with Android, we know how to get to a Google Assistant and change that. But what if you're new to it? Now you got to dig through your phone and be able to try to figure it out. Where you may have someone who is not trustworthy is able to find your data information faster and more easily than you're able to. And this is where Google is doing a good job making this more transparent and more easy for you to access it and to manage it. So easily from the search bar, assistant, or even maps, you'll be able to click on your picture and get to your data and see what is being collected, who has it, what is being done with it, and decide what you want to do with it. For example, you can set a time limit on when your location will be scrubbed. So let's say if you're using Google Maps for a certain location, and you say after 3 years, I want to scrub. You can set that. And it's all made easy for any and everyone to figure that out. Even more important is bringing incognito mode to more apps out there, particularly maps. Why is that important? Well, if a person need to go somewhere, whether it be to a doctor or something like that, and they don't want that information shared, they can go in incognito mode. And this is, again, something that is going to be a welcome addition to Android for a lot of people out there. And hopefully, it makes them feel a little bit more comfortable with where Android and what Google is trying to do with their devices.